So you got to kind of keep up. You need a house. They have a house. You got to keep up with those certain things. Any rent, especially nowadays, for a full house with insurance and with utilities, it's like $3,000 a month for a basic ass house. Now, in Strathmore, the first year, she got away with paying a whole bunch less because it wasn't quite crazy COVID times yet, and we hadn't had that inflation happen. But I think her house still would have been $1,700 a month. So when you're only making 40 grand a year and your paychecks are $1,200, that doesn't go very far. So as far as how many zeros are in the end, wherever you're at, whatever your house costs, that's up to you to kind of decide. One thing that I would always recommend to the ladies is do what my ex-wife did, which was, I can live here by myself, or I can get a roommate. And even though, yeah, you got kids all the time, and you got to fight over this and fight over that, and you're going through this divorce, and you also don't make any money, and you're also kind of a bitch, and things like this, I did find that if you need a roommate to help pay for your bills because you're broke ass, is that if you stroke that roommate's buying bone, it seems to be a much easier way to get a roommate is to compared to saying, you have to go through and find a friend that wants to help and you have another room now. If you sleep with them, they get to stay in your room, and it's much easier to convince a man to live with you when you're stroking his buying bone. So something to consider. May not be for you, but I know for somebody that it absolutely worked very well for her.
Shake Weight is the flab-busting breakthrough that trims your arms and shapes your shoulders at the same time.
No matter what in the divorce is that you're not going to get paid right away. So I was a nice guy. I started paying her right away as far as child support and daycare stuff was concerned. Once I moved to Strathmore, which was about 8 months after she left, so we're now in the end of summer 2020, starting the 20 and 21 school year, she found a place of her own and she was able to move out of her parents' house at 33 years old. Good for her. Even then, your payments, this child support payment doesn't really cover a whole bunch. Like if you have $3,000 a month of bills and $900 a month is coming into you, $800 a month, it's helpful when you only make $2,500 a month, but it's really not life-saving. It now becomes necessary for you to get that money because without it, I don't know if she could actually live.